Okay, so we're all packed up and ready to go here. In the truck I got a spare set of wheels. There's a parts car we might even buy that doesn't have wheels, so we could maybe even use those to get the car out if we have to tow it home, if we end up getting that. Got my floor jack, some extra oil, and basically all my tools packed into this giant bag. So hopefully we won't run across anything worse than this. I think we should be able to take care of it with what we have. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. So as we headed out, the car was still on pre-bid. We had won that, and that amount would be represented at the auction. Nobody had been bidding yet, so we ended up going to Las Vegas. Halfway down there, the pre-bid ended. So this is the last thing you can see if you're not logged in and part of it. So last thing we knew was we had won the pre-bid, and that was it. Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and we're here at the IAAI auction. So they're not going to let us in unless we pay $75 to watch and all that. So we're just listening for our bidding number to come up to know if we won the car or not. They're doing the non-running cars first, then they're going to move into the running cars, and ours is number 50 for that. And so this is the building, and if you go inside you can see where chairs are set up where you can be a guest and go in and watch it go across, but we just won't do that. We'll see if they start announcing it or how we'll be able to hear it, I don't know. But anyway, we're here and we're going to see what happens. There it is, looks like it's the third one in from the very end there. Now at this point, my heart was literally jumping out of my chest. I couldn't even hold the camera still. I thought it was going to come out real shaky. They started bidding on it. I was up against the gate. The security guard came over and told me to get lost, said I can't stand and watch the bidding take place. So I came and sat down and waited for about 45 minutes. And as the other cars were going through, and they were going through at a pretty good pace. And so I saw the car come around, and I was just, all these thoughts were going through my head. Did I bid enough on my pre-bid, my final amount? Is somebody else going to drive the bid up? Am I going to pay a lot more than I wanted to for the car? So all this was going through my head. I was literally real hard just sitting here and watching the whole time. Keep in mind, also, I had been waiting 10 years to get this car back. Through all these things, you've probably seen the other videos that I'm talking about, and I was literally refreshing the page 2 or 3 times a day for the last month, making sure the car didn't jump up to a buy it now and someone walk away with it, watching for the pre-bid, everything like that. Now, you'll note, too, when they pull the car around for it to actually be bid on, they started revving it up like crazy, and just trying to get people excited to bid more and everything. And I was just thinking, oh no, not so much did I care that they were revving it up, but that now they're gonna be driving the price up. And they were just had that whole hey, this is a Mustang, everybody, and it was just driving me crazy. Revving it up. So the last thing I heard the announcer say was something that sounded like the 1600 range into the 17. I wasn't sure, and then the auction ended, and I figured, okay, well, it couldn't have jumped much higher than that in the last few seconds, but I didn't know if I was hearing him right, so I hurried and emailed my friend, and he sent me the screenshot showing, yes, it sold for 1700. There were going to be some other fees involved with that, which I was understanding, that's fine, and needless to say, it was a huge relief. So next I had to go get a money order made out to that company. The amount had to be perfect, spot on. I had some other transactions to do for the people who were bidding for me to pay them, and I really wanted to help the guy who was helping me. I'm not sure if he wants to be named, so I'll just tell you he was a friend of mine, and so I gave him a little bit of money too because I wanted to make sure that he was taken care of for stepping up and really saving the day and being able to bid on this for me. And I also want to mention that the people who worked there were very friendly. You know, I know that they were enforcing the rules and I couldn't go in and everything, and I wasn't pushing back on that at all. But very nice people. I had actually called them several times before throughout the month just asking questions about who can bid and all that. And so they were very nice people, and I just want to say that as well. Yeah, we're twins. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're getting this car back that I used 10 years ago. Wow. Say hello to YouTube.
Wow, Virginia like to stay out.
It's coming out. Alright, ready to fucking I was like, there she is. There's an app right now. Look, it's tired. It's got good tires. That new alternator?
Yeah. So it's right up, huh?
Yep. 192,000.
Wow.
So,
sounds healthy.
You want to check coolant, all that before you do? The dent? Yep. See, so this dent right here, though, we had that when I bought it. Yeah. Every time we'd see a white Mustang, we'd look. We're like, does it have the dent? Because that's how I would know if it was my car or not. So I'm gonna keep that dent forever. They did this, and there's a white Mustang right over here. Right. Pick apart a white one, so I might just grab its door real quick. Good. And maybe it's right here. So because they have little pieces that run through there. Build it off the way, yeah. I like the off the way. Yeah. Looking both out looks nice. Yeah, looks good. And you got new alternator too. Yep. And I already did the intake manifold gasket and everything when I had it. It had a lot of problems. I put this new power steering line on. Yeah. I put on a new AC discharge hose. I did a ton on this car already. So, no, this should be right. Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm stoked. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And that's all we had that. Yeah. So, this got destroyed. In the flat tires. And yeah, you're ready, man. Yeah.
Okay, so here it is. You can see the flood muddy water that was already in there. Some missing paint on the front. We're here right next door to the auction at Pick Apart, so we're gonna find some parts. They just happened to bring in a few new white Mustangs to their inventory today, so we're gonna look for some parts for this. But I am stoked, so excited that we got it. It's got all its numbers on it, and I'm gonna take pictures of that. It's all here. We'll see what parts we can dig out over there. It's got the dent there in the back, which I'll probably keep. You know, we're gonna see if we can maybe pull a door because this
passenger side door was damaged since I had it. And so anyway, we're gonna go see what parts we can scrounge up now, and we'll keep you updated with other videos. Okay, so inside pick part, we found some white Mustangs here to help with our parts. We're gonna take the hood, the front bumper, some fenders, some side skirts. Unfortunately, it's the 00 rear wing, so it won't really work for what we want, but a lot of good parts here. So we got the door. Very funny story, at least it's funny now. It was not funny at the time. But we parked the car over at Pick Apart while we were getting the other parts, and then they came out with their forklift thinking that it was one of their cars for their inventory, and they were just about to pick it up when they saw us come out the front with all the parts that we had compiled, and someone was waving him down, no, 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 and he drove over and he said, oh, I almost picked that up and took it back behind, and I'm sure they wouldn't have been as gentle with a Pick Apart car. So anyway, it was kind of a funny story, but that really would have been bad. So needless to say, I was happy as a clam, very, very excited about the whole thing. The car drove just fine, you know, given its circumstances and its age and everything. It started it up every time, and the odometer actually did work, even though it said it didn't. It comes on and off as it pleases. Very dirty on the inside. Oh my goodness, I could not believe how dirty this car was. It's going to take a lot of cleaning up and some new parts and new pieces here and there. And slowly but surely we'll get her all taken care of. Got her over to the gas station, filled her up, made sure that she was ready to go. And like I said, the odometer does work every once in a while, but that's the only thing that's really not working with the car. And here we are with all of our parts score and all our pieces and enjoying it. I really love these green gauges that came out in 01. And driving just awesome. I was very surprised that over the last 10 years they had not done any kind of modifications to the car, so it was actually exactly how I used to drive it. Sounded exactly the same. The stock shifter was exactly the same, so it was literally like going back in time, though the car, you know, was a little bit more run down, but that's understandable.
Okay, so we are officially home and unpacked. Picked up a new dashboard as well out of a 11,000 mile Cobra that was for sale down there. Brother got that for his Bullet. Got our bumper over here. Got our door over here. Got our side skirts, our fender, and there she is. So made it home perfect. Drove absolutely flawlessly. Not a hiccup, not a misfire, nothing. 192,000 miles on it, and all bone stock still. They haven't done anything to it over the last 10 years through the different owners. But anyway, I was very happy with it. Drove real nice set of tires on it too. So couldn't have asked for more for it to drive home so nice. So we'll keep you updated with the videos. It's been a very good day.